A whole new. Oh, that shit is stuck in my head now. Everybody wants some a whole new world dick. They want some a whole new world pussy too. I'm telling you, a whole new world. Oh, if you could make a Disney song, your sex life, what would it be?
Wow. Oh, I'm about to steal that for a bitch question. I'm about to change
Whatever, because I thought it was a really good question. So,
it. Hey, you still top?
fuck out of here.
Oh.
Oh, are you a
You know, I used to think
hoe?
Aladdin was super trash.
Why?
It's a boring ass movie.
Okay, how?
I don't know. I just didn't like it. And you had that compared to Lion King and Toy Story. That is at the bottom of the barrel.
Because it was the most realistic story out of
Sure.
all of them?
So,
Okay.
who cares that it's realistic? You watch movies for realistic scenarios. That's what life is for.
Mm,
We want fantasy.
okay. You got it, Greg.
But Eva like that shit.
A whole new world.
She even got the toys.
Aladdin?
Hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I bought them for her for her birthday or Christmas. One of them damn things.
You know what's crazy? I'm not even trying to be funny. Obviously, like I never went in her room to even notice.
Oh,
And the fact that that song is locked in, I feel it. I'm a special individual. I feel I have to be.
you
I
took the
have to.
short bus?
No, I was in limos.
Were you?
Yeah, because my mom had a bend, so at a certain time when you had service, you can either get a car while you're servicing your car for if they need it for a couple of
Oh
days,
yeah, you told me about this.
or you would get a limo and they'll take you to wherever you need to go. And so that's what I pulled up in.
Yeah,
That was my magic carpet.
you was spoiled.
No, I just happened to be.
You was fortunate, and that's fair to say.
Yeah.
All right. I told you I'm still in your banter topic, so here we go. Banter.
Jeez.
We've been doing this for 100 and something episodes,
I just need you
and
to.
you still don't get used to the pops.
No, it's not even the pop. It's sometimes. Greg. All right. Sometimes I can hear us.
Uh huh.
Last few times I didn't. So when I am.
I put me back on because you said you couldn't hear me when I make smart remarks, and I want you to hear them.
Oh, okay. I wish you would have gave me that feedback before we had this. We happened because in my mind I was like, I just would think I would just listen to you better.
Oh, so you admit you wasn't listening
No, because you know,
good
like my ear.
before?
I'm trying.
What's with your ear? What's with your ear?
What's
What's
the
wrong with your
banter,
ear?
Greg? I
What's
apologize.
wrong with your ear?
I have swimmer's ear and I have eczema in my ear, so it always like it's like
But you're not in the water.
I know, but I love swimming. But that you don't need to be a swimmer to have swimmer's ear.
I know. I really did.
Yeah.
Banter. All right. So choose one Disney song to. That was good. That's your fault. You shouldn't have said it. You should have just wrote it down and wait. But it's not the same question. The question is choose one Disney song to describe your sex life.
What did
That's
I?
not what you said. You said make a Disney song.
No, I didn't say make it.
You
Why would
did.
I?
You said
No, I
make.
didn't. No, that was my question. Like, it wasn't. Why would I say make a Disney song if I knew that there's Disney songs that you can use
Because that's what
to?
you said. You said make a
No,
Disney.
that's what you heard. Let's be clear. That's not what you. That's not what I
Ooh,
said.
see, look, this is gonna be a good topic. Then.
Yeah, because that's not that. That's my question.
What?
What you just said. That was the question.
I think that's what you meant, but that's not what you said.
That's not what you heard.
Okay.
Okay. I know what I said. And you know what you heard.
And it's recorded, so we'll just go back.
Whatever.
If you said make,
Wait, in the
if
beginning.
you said make, would you come back on air and say I was wrong? So let me be clear about what I'm saying. I heard you say make a Disney song to describe your sex life.
That would be dumb. I mean, not dumb. That's not be dumb. That would actually be probably fantastic. However, I know that we wouldn't have time for that. And two, I was just singing A Whole New World. So why wouldn't I think that I would be asking for a Disney song that we already are privy
so
to?
you probably that's probably not what you how you meant to ask
right.
it.
So that's what you heard, not what I meant or said.
So no, it's what I heard. Is not what you meant. Your exact words were make.
Okay.
So I heard.
How would you make a Disney song?
Make. You talking to a music nigga.
Right. Okay. No. You would just parody a song that has already been made. That's what you would. I wouldn't. So, okay. You know what? We're not even going to get into this. Let's figure out on your banter. That's
mine. We going.
And we're just going to answer the question. You can go first, Greg.
Under the Sea. Because that thing going to be wet.
I think in the seaweed is always greener. No, I think you're
somebody else's leak.
Yeah, I think you're misconstruing the idea of the question, because it's like, if you thought about the Disney song and you're saying, I know Under the Sea is because it's wet, but like, does the words of the song actually contribute to the sex life that you have? Do you have a whole symphony of niggas talk about
Under the Sea?
Okay.
That's how I took the question.
Okay. And so now we are getting more of the things. Okay. The Whole New World. That's why I was singing it in the first place. I want my penis or vagina or penis vagina combination. I mean,
stop that shit. Fine. You know what you want.
Sure. Yes. Yes, I do. I do know what I want. A Whole New World.
Why? We're still waiting for the why. You just said, I want my penis or vagina.
I can show you the world. I want all the shiny things. He wanted to call me a princess. And then he wants to cater to me.
That describes your sex life?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the words in the song. You ever been on a magic carpet?
That's actually pretty funny. Carpet.
It's a magic carpet, though.
You ever had the magic stick?
A Whole New World.
Magic carpet. That's funny. So wait, A Whole New World describes. Does that describe your sex life or how you want your sex life to be?
No, I think it describes your sex life even now, because I'm even open to the possibilities of all the other aspects of our sexuality that we can tap into together.
We kind of answered the question the same.
No, you talked about. I need you to think about the Under the Sea song, right? He starts off right, and he's trying to tell her that. I just think about he's trying to tell her like, it's better that you want to stay down there than be over there, right? That's one. Then after that, he's trying to let him know how good it is over here. And then he brought all the niggas in the sea. All the niggas in the sea. So now you're just...
Holy shit.
And then she left.
I'll put that in a whole different context.
Okay.
And that is fucking hilarious.
Okay, but now I understand. Okay.
Because the niggas, if you apply that to your sex life, you could go with the other niggas.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Right? Listen, why you want to go over there when you got all this over here?
Think about I got the drums, I got the harp, I got everybody over here.
Like, so much other shit can happen over there.
We got so many things that we can do. Look at the restaurants.
Ooh, that's funny as fuck. Okay, I gotta choose different songs now. Ooh, it's a lot of Disney songs.
There's so many Disney songs. Like, I'm even thinking about like my favorite.
Okay, I'm a sentimental person. I'll admit that. It'll probably be You'll Be in My Heart.
Oh, Lion King still.
No, Tarzan.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You said that with confidence.
I did. But Phil Collins did some Lion King song? No. Just kidding.
He did the Tarzan. Tarzan soundtrack is the most underrated soundtrack.
That's the song that I know.
Cause you be.
Oh, and Usher. Usher sings that too.
For real?
Yes, he does a rendition of it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it better than Phil?
It brings you back to him, but it definitely is good.
Then it's not better.
I think
Phil.
do that. I don't even want to lie if they sing it together or whatever. Let me just check it.
And no matter what they say, you be in my heart.
It should be on the Disney Channel.
Always.
Wow. Nope, it's just Usher. It's good. From this day. Oh, you make me want to listen to it when I go. I feel like I've been very Disney. I've been feeling like it's very nostalgic. Like I like. Those are like two things that I go to if I'm like sometimes I'm having a moment and not like even wanting to listen to like R&B or whatever. It's either like classical music, jazz, or my Disney playlist.
Can I give you a second song?
What?
Go the Distance.
I'm screaming. You know what? That's good. Isn't that Hercules?
Yes.
See, I knew that. I knew that.
Oh shit. Yo, Disney be writing some good ass ballads.
They do, because they make you want to go back. There's a okay, one of my favorite though, and I don't. It's not my song, but it could be depending on who you trying to.
I got a really funny one for a female.
I'll make a man out of you. Is that it?
Yes.
That was my shit.
That's funny as fuck.
That's that. I love that song.
That is funny.
Felt like I've done that a little bit out there.
Wow, she's making men out there. So you came to her as a boy.
Screaming, wait, don't put that on me. Don't do that. Ring it back.
A boy mindset. A child mindset.
Grown as hell.
You was very much an adult.
Yes, you are 27 plus.
Really?
Greg, please. I do not want to be in no conspiracy theories. Let's move on. But that's my jam.
It's a good song.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat
What?
the pussy.
Look at Greg. Okay.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
I was channeling my energy.
Okay. I was like, you throw that away. Don't do that no more, but okay. You don't even like that word.
I hate that word.
And you like saying it.
I did.
He's on that type of time, y'all. Let's go.
I got this YouTube sent to me earlier this week. And these white people made a song that tried to get like urban kids into Jesus, into God. And their hook was, that's why Jesus Christ is my nigga.
I was outside the shop today, and there's these little boys on their bicycle going down the sidewalk. Now I don't even pay attention. Like I don't pay attention to what they look like. I could see bikes going, and I'm on the phone. But one of them, the one in the front, got the speakers. I forgot the words, but it just really said something, my nigga, and I was like, nigga, you what? And I looked up. White boy. But then he had the Spanish boy behind him, and I don't remember what the other, his ethnicity. It may be ambiguous if I wouldn't recall, but I was just like, oh. But he got sped up a little bit when he, I felt like he knew the part was coming. He was like, oh.
And that's why Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Is this people that you know?
No. But you would think.
I would.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem right there, Greg.
And that's the first thing I thought of, though.
Yeah, that they definitely would have tried it, but you know what? They have the right people to tell them no.
That's why Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Stop, Greg. You're promoting something that I don't want people to make it a thing.
Make it a thing. That should be the title of the episode.
Make it a thing?
No, Jesus Christ.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
It could be Jesus Christ is dot or is by. Yo, you'll think about the crossover we'll get. It might get us canceled on some playing fields, but because Jesus Christ is in the title, so many people are going to click
Greg,
on it.
just because you're sitting here looking like somebody's pastor
You
does
know,
not mean that you
listen,
have to start promoting these things that are not conducive to our brand. I need you to
Jesus
relax.
Christ.
Okay, I need you to you have spent a little bit more time than I think that you needed where you was at because you have came back.
The Lord is okay. Let's start this damn thing.
It's the button up, y'all.
It's not the button up. I've been wearing button ups all week.
Well, I'm just saying that you have either underestimated the thought process of this woman.
You don't think I prepared?
This is too much.
It's every week, bro.
I'm ready.
The gist of this conversation is that I'm right and y'all wrong. G R. Yep. Welcome to Convo 118 of Just a Convo with Greg G and Gigi. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's.
You felt that? You heard it?
I think you felt that, and I think you heard it.
I did.
Yeah,
I definitely did.
absolutely.
Welcome to Convo. I'm not going to do all that again. Welcome to Just a Convo with Greg and Gigi. I'm the person that talk first.
It's just a conversation, Greg.
G-R. You're right. Welcome
And it's
to Just a
what
Conversation.
episode is this, Greg? What
It's
episode?
118. I said that
Okay,
already.
okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Welcome to Convo 118 of Just a Conversation with Greg and Gigi. I'm the person that talk first. G-R. And I'm with my sister.
Gigi. He came back, y'all, last week. He said, "Hell no,"
To
and
the
then
da.
and today he said it. Hi everyone. Sorry. This week it's so crazy because I feel like I have more time in this week, but just like outside of my car just being like not okay. Everyone, I don't know if this is just the season, but go to your mechanics or places where you can get your car checked out and just look at it because there might be things you want to get done before the summer really gets there, because if you're trying to be outside and your car's telling you no, it's just gonna be more money if you don't take care of it now. That's been what I've been dealing with for the most part. My dad's birthday was this past this week actually. Okay, no, this past week because we're here. Um, that was a little rough day. I took a day on that. But I celebrated him and grieved him at the same time. But it wasn't. It was a decent day. Let's see. I feel like outside of that, I just been playing wife and just be inside. That You know what? Just don't even not this. No. That's not what I meant. Greg, how are you?
I am feeling like shit.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I just came back from Grand Rapids, and they're getting the smoke now.
Now.
Yeah, like
Mm.
the wind is now blowing towards them.
Mm.
And the pollen there right now was dumb. I haven't breathed for the past 3 days,
I'm so sorry.
and now I think it's keep making me catch a cold, like my throat hurt. And I
Oh my
left my
God.
tea in the fucking car,
You're not the only one.
so that's why I don't want to breathe into the mic that heavy. But pushing through, still doing work, all that shit. We here
We
today.
see you in the button up.
I've been wearing button ups all week. This is my new shit. White button ups. But a certain brand.
Got it, because it allows you to breathe.
Yeah.
And relax. I like it.
Oxford. We don't do that with no other shits.
Mm.
So, but other than that, I'm alright. I'm chilling like
Mm.
a villain, can't complain. I wish I was breathing better.
Breathe again. Breathe again.
It's funny that that's the first song you thought of. I thought of one into the two, two into the three. Then you gotta breathe. You didn't know what song I was singing.
I know it's fabulous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
I'm trying to think of other breathe, stress, shake, let it go. I'm thinking about other breathe songs. Breathe out.
It's the same song.
Oh yeah, you said because you started counting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just wanted to hear yourself. Let's go.
All right, who you want to start? I think we should start with mine because I feel like we was already there before banter.
Whatever you want
You
to
don't
do,
even
Greg.
remember.
It's your world. I just live in it.
That was only like 10 or 20 minutes ago. How you don't remember?
Greg, I.
You heard or did you understand?
Greg, it's your world. I just live in it.
You do not live in my world because if we all lived in Greg's world, things would be a lot different.
So maybe you live in mine.
That's probably true.
I would have kicked you out a long time ago.
Right. There's always a little corner for me. Sometimes it gets into a room, but it never goes smaller than a corner.
No, that's
Never
my brother.
locked out.
No, it's my brother.
All right. So topic.
I headbutt you, fam.
You headbutt what?
Just keep going.
You said you would headbutt somebody for me?
Mhm.
Your head little, so it might hurt.
It's long though, so I feel like I have enough circumference to like hit it in the right space. UFC fighters do it all the time. Too. You headbutt somebody for me?
No.
Oh.
When you listen back, you'll catch the joke. All right. Topic. What? I want to make sure I'm saying. What's worse, not being heard or not being understood?
I can't hear you, Greg. Repeat it.
That's deep. Okay. What's worse, not being heard or understood?
Being understood.
Why?
Because you can hear me all day, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, then all you hear is.
I think I go with heard. I rather you hear every fucking word I'm saying.
But if I don't understand, it doesn't matter.
That's your problem. That's then a you problem.
Okay, so then I think you have the lack of knowledge of everyone doesn't comprehend the same way that you do.
That's fair.
So just saying words to someone, and it's like talking to a child, right? If you say words to them and it means nothing to them, what have they learned or what have they known? What can they do with what you've told them?
Okay, in that context, I totally understand. I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about adults.
Okay, that can be with a children mindset. So again, you can't just assume.
But that's on them at that point.
Okay, it's the button up, Greg, because I feel like you know a decent amount of people that will hear you but not understand you.
I work in communications where I have to make sure the words are so much more important because if you can't, if the physical words, I don't know if physical is the right word, if the literal words aren't there, it doesn't matter what they understand. So if I'm saying the door is red, right? I have to make sure that is down. The door is red. I don't need no one speculating if it's orange red, if it's sunburst red, if it's a light red, is it a dark red? No, you know that door is red. So I don't whatever you decide to get from that, that's on you. I know what I said. That's why I think me being heard is way more important.
And I also think you take into account that everyone doesn't take your whole sentence, right? They could pick out words
Because they do.
and decide to interpret.
They do.
But if you don't allow them to understand where you're coming from, what do you do with that?
Because if you listen to the sentence, if you listen to every word that I'm saying in the conversation, okay, you could still not understand it. You're definitely right. The thing that bothers me is when people say that's not what you said. My literal words were this. What you took it as is something completely different.
Understood. But that's what anyone's going to do with any piece of information that's provided to them.
That's why, but that's why even like earlier when we was talking about if you said make or not,
Mm-hmm.
I will repeat your exact phrase to you because that is what you said and what I heard.
Okay.
What you meant could have been something different,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I can live with that, but don't tell me that's not what you said.
Okay. So I could tell you what I want because that's what I believe.
For sure.
You cannot question it. And the thing, same way that what you heard, no matter if I question it, that's you believe in what you heard.
It's not believing in.
Yes,
It's
if you
your
believe.
words.
No, that's what you believe you heard, and that's not what I
So
believe
you
I
just
said.
said that's what you believe you heard.
Yes,
That's what you said,
that's what I.
right?
Yes.
If that's what. So if I say to you, Gigi, that's exactly what you said. What can you say? Because you're telling me. Let me be very clear about what I'm arguing
Because
here.
now you went past we were on the highway together and then you passed me and took exit 12.
Okay, let me be very clear. That's
Okay.
a good analogy. Let me be very clear about what I'm arguing here.
Okay.
I am a firm believer that people say things and don't mean what they say. I do it all the time. I can say something like, I don't know, go off the deep end. I don't like you. I don't like you. That's the words I said, but that's not what I meant. That happens all the time. But I could never say I didn't say those exact words. I don't like you. So if that's what you heard, then that's what you heard. Well, if you decide to internalize that as something different, that's on you. But what Greg said, I don't like you. Does that make sense?
No, I think I don't because the thing is you're gonna tell someone how you feel about them in this scenario, right?
I don't like you.
But then because you didn't mean it in a way,
Mm-hmm.
they're not allowed to take offense or feel
No,
some
they
type of way.
can.
Okay.
No. So that's why I think the disconnect is. You can feel the way you want to feel. Actually, I think it's better if I reverse it. You tell me you don't like me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you come back and say, "Wait, that's not what I meant. Like I don't like these things about you."
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what you said at first.
Okay.
Your exact statement at first was, you don't like me. So I don't really have to care for your understanding because I have my own understanding.
So you took away the idea that someone has told you something,
Uh-huh.
already did inventory and understood that what they said may have been taken the wrong way and want to provide more context to that. You're saying you don't care about the context because of what they initially said.
Yeah, I don't. Let me say, see, even right there, I meant like I don't have to care. I don't have to care.
I
At
don't
that
think
point.
that's fair. And I think that's why there's understanding because everyone doesn't grow up the same. Everyone doesn't communicate the same and everyone doesn't have those same experiences or how to deal with traumatic drama or even altercations with other people. I'm not going to respond the same way you're going to
I
respond.
think for me it's both actually. I think go hand in hand.
What do you mean?
I want to be heard and understood.
This.
As I think about it, because I'm thinking about a lot of arguments I have with people.
Yes, and then after you explain
because
to them,
the first thing is usually they're not listening to my literal words, which leads to them not understanding me because I feel like I'm a good communicator, right? Whether you don't, that's on you.
What did I say?
I didn't say you. I was just saying. I was saying in general.
Oh, you gave me eye contact.
We're in a conversation.
Oh, okay.
So it's of course I'm talking to you.
Okay, he's talking about y'all.
Anybody. If you decide not to understand me, that's on you.
That's on you.
Not say, like I think I'm a pretty good communicator.
That's what he says.
So and then you see, look, you being a dick. But it's usually like people don't listen to my literal words
7
first.
inches.
Huh? People don't listen to my literal words first, which leads to lack of understanding.
No, I think sometimes you don't understand how your literal words are taken by those individuals. So then they respond for you to only see, oh, you didn't get what I was saying to you. So the thing is, they took it, they just responded in a way that wasn't your intentions on how they should feel. But the thing is, you can't bank on, I'm not going to lie to you, Greg. This thing is I'm trying to not be distracted, but her little scooter thing, it looked like two dicks.
Oh my
It looks
gosh.
like two dicks, just two
She's talking
pink
about the
dicks.
handles of a scooter, y'all.
Oh my god, it looks like it got
The
veins on it.
handlebars. Yo, go get your
You
vagina
usually
service.
don't have it like open to like
I need you to go handle
just
all of
relax.
that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Out here.
Cause you lost your train of thought. Let me put it to you this way, right?
Ah,
Think about um think about think about the conversation that we do you mind disclosing this part of this conversation when we talk about changing the day of recording?
oh sure, yeah.
So we when I said to you I need to change the date of recording
Yeah.
um because of responsibilities. You took it as something else. I don't know what that is, but you took it as something else. Like that's a bad example because I need to go into full detail for order for people to get it. So
Mm-hmm.
so how about you talk?
I said we don't want that.
Oh, that's what you said. That's not what you said.
That's not what you heard. What did you just say, Greg? So I
The
was saying the word, you just happen didn't hear what I said. So,
fact that that makes sense to you is concerning.
well, that's why you rather be heard. And if people heard you like I heard, but like I just sounded, they wouldn't understand until
You
you.
think anybody understood what means?
Doesn't matter
Why doesn't that matter?
because I said it.
But no, you said you made noise.
Okay.
I was supposed to in the world of communication. Let's think about this
Mhm.
logically.
Mhm.
If you said that,
Yeah.
I was supposed to understand.
I
Was
clarified
the
it.
expectation for me to understand that?
You could try.
No. Was your expectation for me to understand? No, 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 no.
Sure. Because you understood the context of what we were going into.
No.
Sometimes I can hear people say do that sometimes. You ever like play the game where you try to talk with like water in your mouth or things
No.
like that?
Uh-uh.
All right, well, eat more pussy, you understand.
What?
Greg,
What does that even
to eat more
mean?
pussy, you understand?
Yes,
You
please
ever
break that
you
down.
never talked to a woman while you was eating her pussy?
That's what you meant?
I don't know what I don't know. I don't understand. I don't. What are you confused about, Greg?
Because we talked about playing a game with water in your
Yeah, because
mouth.
there's communication games like where you try to like say words with like water in your mouth, or you try to keep your mouth closed and you try to talk.
Hmm.
Like there's games like
I know
that.
that. You
And
asked me if I ever
so,
played. I said no.
okay, and so, but even though you understand the concept of the game, so then I was trying to make it explicit. Have you ever? Maybe you should eat more pussy because that's another game that you could play with something in your mouth and you try and talk.
You could talk while you're kissing too.
Why would you do that? You might bite my lip.
No, you won't.
What are you saying?
A lot of things.
Give me an example.
No.
Hello.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry.
If that's how you kiss, ew.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how you kiss, Greg. I don't know. I don't know how you're having a conversation and kiss at the same time.
Not like that.
Show me.
How?
You don't. You don't.
Who can air kiss? Because clearly what you just did was some bullshit. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, so Greg wants to be heard and understand. Got the understanding that if people can hear him but don't understand him, who would he be? The Greg he is now.
Okay.
Sorry. No.
No,
Conclude your thoughts.
I did already.
You want to be heard.
Yeah, because I think not hearing someone leads to lack of understanding. If you don't hear someone's literal words, how can you possibly form a thought? to
Because
try to
even if I hear their
understand.
literal words, just like you said, it might not be meant in the intentions that they meant it. And maybe I need to find understanding in their actual thoughts so I can understand where they're coming
I can't
from.
understand silence.
Yes, you can. Emotional intelligence is very, very present in the world. Maybe you want to ignore it, but silence can tell you more about a person's disposition than talking.
I
Because I
think
can tell
that's
you that like I'm great and I'm having an amazing time because I'm smiling and I'm having. But if you've seen me silent in a corner and I have a certain disposition about me, you could probably read me just by me not speaking.
I agree with you, but it's illogical.
Okay.
Is it not?
No.
How is it logical?
Because emotional intelligence is a thing. Everyone
I'm
doesn't
not
need
saying
to
that it's
speak.
not, but
So everyone doesn't need to speak to understand a feeling.
because you could be in that corner just sitting there, nothing's bothering you, just decide to be in that corner just sitting there
Mm-hmm.
quiet. So it's me that so to have emotional intelligence, it's not even no, yeah, it's nothing's wrong with you, but I can start to think something's wrong with Gigi, but
No,
nothing's wrong with you.
no. I'm talking, and that's why I added disposition.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Some people,
illogical.
no, okay.
Cause logic would be it's just a person in the corner.
Greg, you are like thinking like a robot and not as a person.
Logic is a robot. I don't think you. I said I agree with you. I 1000% agree with you. I just said the concept is illogical.
No, but that's why we're humans and we're not robots. We're able to see the logical in the logic.
Do
We
you,
can see that the person that may be having the liveliest person in the party or someone that you've known to be so socially active has now reserved in a corner and they're slouched. You know, like their head is down. There's certain things that you can feel when you're around a person long enough to understand that they are not okay or they may not be in the same space that they were last week or the last time you've seen them. Emotional intelligence,
I
Greg.
don't disagree with
Okay.
you. Just that is just an illogical thought.
Okay.
See? There
What?
we go.
That happened really fast. I apologize. Um,
I could dive all the way into that, but we could move on.
Come on. Let's do it, Greg.
Logic is factual information,
Okay.
right? Do you agree?
Okay.
No, I need a yes or no. Do you agree?
Why can't I say okay and I agree?
Because
Isn't okay agreeing?
no, you know that. Don't do that because you know okay is not agreeing.
Okay, Greg. I don't know.
Right there, right there.
I don't.
Your okay was not an agreement.
Oh my God! Now I'm tearing because Greg. Okay. Yes. 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 Master Greg. Yes.
Yo, get out of here.
Yes.
I'm done with you. Go to your
Yes.
topic, yo.
No, come on. Let's over here now. Come on, we here.
Because so if logic is factual information, right? And I'm
Mhm.
only using the example of you talking about looking at someone
Mhm.
and determining that they're off or on, or just trying to figure out what's happening, right?
Is this a stranger or somebody that you know?
Someone you know, even
Okay.
someone you know,
Okay.
because that's a good one. Definitely someone you know. So, tell me if this is factual or is it opinionated? That your friend is standing in front of you, facts or fiction?
You're standing in front. I don't.
You,
I don't
you're
know.
looking at your friend. You're looking at them. You see the person. You see the physical form.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
that fact or fiction?
It's fiction because you're telling me I'm seeing somebody that's not here. I'm sorry. Let me be in a scenario with you. It's fact, Greg. Go ahead.
So you was openly being a dick.
Shit. 7 inches.
Wow. Looking at the person,
Mhm.
right, and determining if they are on or off without them communicating verbally to you
Mhm.
would be a thought of your own creation,
Mhm.
fact or fiction.
Yes.
And because of that,
Mhm.
that is not factual. You don't know what's going on with them
Okay. So
until
then,
they say it to
but
you.
that's to every response, to every thought that you have about anybody in your life. Because every thought is never about them, it's about you because it's your thought. All your thoughts are subjective. Even if you're being objective about someone, it's about you. So that is negates the whole conversation. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that the idea that humans have this ability to have emotional intelligence, that someone's body language can tell you more than words that they're speaking. I can smile at you, but I'm looking down. There's certain dispositions I can provide to you that even if I'm smiling in your face, you can read me. That which is hilarious in the story that you've told me, because I feel like we're talking more of a stranger, because me being around you in this time span, you've seen a lot of different levels of me.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been able to read dispositions without me having a conversation with you. And so for you to tell me that your thought process is wrong when you have now collected the data enough to understand that this person, because if this person is new to you, I feel like that's just it's subjective.
So what do you think I'm trying to say?
I'm saying that you.
No. What do you think I'm trying to say? I hear and understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I think you keep trying to explain to me logic that has no reference to the conversation at all.
It does. No, it doesn't. It was a separate thought.
Okay.
I never said you was wrong, and I don't think people who think that way is wrong.
Okay.
It's just logic and illogical thoughts. To think that way is to think illogically, which is not a bad thing.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh, I agree.
Cool. I'm done.
Mm. That's what he said.
I finished. Ready to go to sleep.
Trash. Um. So the topic that I have is: do you believe in?
The children of. Sorry. You. It was there. Sorry.
Shout out to Glow. Her and I did a topic like this too, so tune into
Conversations with Glow. With a K.
and you could definitely tap into this conversation that I had with Glow as well. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah,
So the topic is: do you believe in sacrificing or compromising when it comes to a relationship, and what does that mean for you? And do you think there's a difference, or are they the same? That was a lot. That was a lot of questions. I'm sorry.
That's fine. And I'm gonna answer it because I think they all could tie into one.
Okay.
Yes, I think you have to. That's the point of being in a relationship. Goes back to understanding. I think absolutely, and I think they are one and the same. They are definitely sacrifice and compromise, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they are one and the same.
I don't think so.
Why?
Well, no, I apologize to cut you off. Because
No,
I
no,
was
it's
just I was
fine.
just
No,
ad
I'm
libbing to
curious to know
you.
why you don't think they're the same. Because when you
Um.
sacrifice something, you are compromising something that you want to do.
Yeah, but that's when you're not separating the definitions. Because if that's the case, then it would just be sacrificing. Not saying that in compromises, technically, someone does end up sacrificing more. That's the gist of the end result. But the idea of compromise is that we both are.
In compromise, no one walks away happy.
No, I think that may be a result, but that's not the intentions.
For sure, but it's the truth. And like, and maybe I'm saying that wrong, but I think it's in compromise. No one gets everything that they want. So of course there's disappointment on some level.
Yeah, but I think that sacrificing is different because then it's always one sided. Sacrificing doesn't mean it's both sides. Compromising means two people had to sacrifice. Sacrificing means that I've had to settle. I've had to appease. I had to lose time, and you didn't have to do anything. Compromising means there might have been times where I had to do things and you may have not wanted to do it, and vice versa. But I think sacrificing is where someone gets everything that they want and the other person gets the short end of the stick.
You have changed my mind. I agree.
Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you sacrificed?
Absolutely. 1000%. Yes.
Do you think
Yes.
that it would have been better if you tried to compromise?
Now you asking some questions. No. No, because okay, I want to go deep. Pause. I want to go further into that, but before I ask that, is it only a Is it only a sacrifice if it's something that you enjoy or something you can't live without?
No, I think that anything can be sacrificed as long as it's it's taking away from you. Like
Okay.
time could be sacrificed. Like it doesn't always have to be like, money or something like actual physicals in the physical sense. Sometimes it can be as simple as your time. It can be as simple as your trust.
Yeah.
Not even as simple. It could
Got it.
be as deep as your trust.
Then to go back to your question, no, no, I don't. The things that I sacrificed, I didn't care about.
So then I don't think that was a sacrifice. That was a
That's
compromise.
what that's what I just asked you.
What did you ask me?
If Is it only sacrifice if it's something that you like, love, like doing, can't live without? Because what you going back to what your definition of sacrifice is, it is one person taking a hit for something. So in all the situations, it was just me giving up something, but it was things I didn't care about.
So that was a compromise because you did it
How?
because you understood that you needed to do it, not because you wanted to do
No,
it.
this wasn't a need to do it
So why'd you do it?
because I didn't care if I did it or not.
So, but what was the reason for? Was it
Oh, because
requested of
they
you?
asked,
And because it affected them?
I guess.
Oh, no, no, no. Greg, you can't say you guess because then because
Yes,
it
that's
becomes
why they asked.
because
I'm
then
sorry.
there's a compromise where if this is the thing that bothers me
Mm-hmm.
and you understand that there's something that you can remove to lessen that, that's a compromise. I no longer feel some
So
type
give
of
me an
way.
example of a sacrifice,
Um,
because now I'm going back to my original thinking.
it's totally fine. A sacrifice could be that I know that you're busy, but I'm always available to you. So
Hmm?
I don't have my time. My time is your time. I could be if you say that you're going to see me today and you don't give me a time frame, I'll be available to you the whole day because you said you're going to see me today.
How was that a sacrifice?
Because I no longer decided to think about what I needed to do for today. I decided that I wanted to see you. So whenever time you decided, whether it was 12 o'clock in the afternoon or 12 a.m. that next day, that I have sacrificed my time to be available to you.
Yeah. Okay. You care about your time.
Yeah, so that's
So give me
sacrificing.
so
The
in these
compromise? I'm going to give you
yeah.
compromise in
So
that
if
situation?
what if I don't care about my time?
If you don't care about your time?
Is it a sacrifice? Because it's still only affecting me. Like it's only affecting. I guess what I'm getting at, or what I'm trying to
Yeah, I don't get
better
it.
understand, is like you said that a sacrifice only affects one party. Is that one party giving up something, um, and the other party is having nothing on them? Where a compromise is like, I'm giving up something and it's affecting me, but you also giving up something and it's affecting you to appease to each other.
I think there's different levels. There's different ways to compromise. It can be I am not going to work so late so I can spend more time with you because I know that you want to spend time with me. That there's no where the other person is actually changing anything, but they feel better about their
But
situation
how is that not sacrificing your time?
because it's a compromise. I still understand that you have to work, but you understand that you don't have to work that late.
But you work that late. So would the sacrifice be like, I have to work late, but I'm not working late to appease you?
So a sacrifice in that situation would be the sacrifice in that situation would be on the days I work late, I just don't see you.
So who's sacrificing what?
So now the person that's waiting to be seen doesn't get to see the person.
I need a little bit more direct answer. Who is sacrificing what?
Okay, so in the instance of the person that's working late, they get to decide in the sacrificing moment because compromising is you work late on these X amount of days,
Hmm.
and we can figure out on the days that you don't what we can do together. That's a compromise. You're not working Monday through Friday late.
I don't think that's compromise. To me,
How?
that's just having an understanding.
That's compromising.
No,
Understanding is
so for me, a
compromising.
compromise in the same scenario would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I work late. I don't have to work late, but I'm choosing to work late, um, because it puts us in a better position financially.
That's sacrificing.
Let me finish.
I'm just giving you one. You're giving me that example. I'm letting you know that's sacrificing.
No, that's sacrificing. That is. I think that's a form of sacrifice.
That's what.
But who is sacrificing?
Both of you guys.
No, you're not.
Yes, you're sacrificing because you understand that
Not
that
if the
person
other
needs that
person
time,
don't care that
and
you're
you're.
working late.
Of course, they're going to care.
No, see, no, they don't. Some people don't care that you work a lot.
Okay. That's not the scenario we're talking about if we're trying to clarify the fact
So
about
we're
compromising and sacrificing.
So-
in this instance, you're telling me I don't need to work late,
The
but I
problem is
am
we give
going to
solutions
work
instead of
late.
Identifying what the problem is.
What?
We should, if we re-engineer this conversation so it could be a little bit more clearer.
Yeah.
Right? The problem right now between these two people
Mhm.
is that they're not spending enough time together.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You agree with that?
Okay.
So, in sacrificing, right?
Okay.
A sacrifice in my mind would be the person who works. Let's just say it's a work situation. The person who works the most
Mhm.
deciding not to work so much so that they can spend more time together.
That's one side of sacrificing. Then the other is what you just said. I am still, even though I don't have to, I am, even though there's a benefit to it in the long run, but I am going to sacrifice the extra time we have with each other to work so I can better us.
Bless you. Bless you.
Excuse me. Jesus. Whew. Whew. I felt that all in my spirit.
Did you forget where you was going?
I thought I was done.
You wasn't.
I don't know.
You was in the middle of it.
My nose is, the sneeze got me. I'm back. I don't know.
No, because the compromise would be, the compromise only happens. I'm still keeping it with one person working a lot. The compromise would be the person saying, okay, I understand we need to spend more time together. So instead of me doing 3 days, I'm gonna do 2, or I'm gonna just go down to 1, so that we have 2 more days of more time together.
That's compromise.
That's a yes, that's a compromise
Yes.
to me. The sacrifice is saying I'm gonna cut it out completely.
That's on one end, and I didn't not agree with you. And I'm saying the one end is the person that understands that working overtime is going to give them more money to be great, but they understand it's taking away from their relationship because they don't spend enough time. So I'm not going to work late, and I'm going to put in that time. That's the person that is working, that's compromising. Now, in the instance of the person on the other end that wants to spend that time, and the person decides, guess what? I believe that me working Monday through Friday X amount of time is actually going to be beneficial in the long run. So I'm going to sacrifice that extra time that we would have. And that's asking the person that wants to spend the time. That's who's sacrificing now, because I want to work the overtime. I don't need to, but I want to.
Yeah, but that wasn't the solution to the problem.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to you, is that it depends on the individual. And if you're deciding to sacrifice your time for the bigger picture, depending on what you want the bigger picture to be,
I don't disagree
or
with that.
you decide, or you decide to compromise and you say, yes, working overtime is beneficial, but let's see what days where we can spend time together, and these are the days I'm going to work overtime. So you win, and the person still gets to spend time with you.
Said the same thing.
I didn't say, but I was just trying to clarify to you the difference between compromising and sacrificing.
You didn't clarify, though.
There's 2 forms of sacrificing. Yes, I did, Greg.
It's one.
It's 2 forms. One is
it's 2 ends of sacrificing.
Okay. I don't know why that's not the same to you.
Because a form would be, this is how it looks in this, like as a ball, and this is how it looks as a square. No, you're talking about the parties both. You talk about the sacrifice on both parties' end. One person is sacrificing by saying, I'm giving it all up. On the other end, the other person is sacrificing, saying, no, you go to work because and I will sacrifice the time because I understand how this benefit. That's just two parties sacrificing different things. It's not forms.
Okay. Use whatever words that make sense to you so it can make sense. Because I don't know what we're arguing about now. Because you just said exactly what I said, and you didn't like that it's a form. Yes, Greg, I'm a circle you a box.
I understand what you were saying.
Because I'm a female, you're a male. We even in the idea we're on two separate spectrums of it. Regardless of the fact is there's going to be a person that's going to be sacrificing the time, or you're going to take the time that you're going to sacrifice. Either way.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay, so now what are we talking about?
Because it's the understanding of what the conversation was. I
thought you just wanted me to hear you.
You wasn't.
Because I don't understand.
So you got to understand somebody to hear them?
I can hear somebody talk. You can speak. Greg, I'm going to put this in. I'm going to help you. Upale Koyo?
What the fuck you said?
You can hear me, but you don't understand me.
No, I don't.
So,
but I can't. But you can never say I didn't say it, because you did say it. I think that's what you're missing about. But
Greg, you don't even know what I said.
It doesn't matter, but you said it.
Right.
I told you people cannot understand people's words all the time.
Yes.
That's not my argument. My argument is if you don't ever say it, how can I possibly even try to gain an understanding?
Okay. Because the idea is you ask for, if I don't, would you rather be heard or understood? Not if you hear me to understand me. That's not your question. Your question was, would you rather? So if you heard what I said and you don't know what I said. What do you think
heard mean? In your definition, what is heard mean?
You want me to Google it?
No, I'm asking you, what do you mean by heard? Because I know what the definition of heard
is. Okay, I hear sounds.
That's all I mean. That's all I mean.
So you would rather just hear someone make sounds and not understand what they have to say?
Because I just want nobody to ever come back at me and say that's not what you said.
And how would you know if you don't know what I said?
That made no sense what you just said.
I just said something to you in a different language. You didn't know what I said.
So
I could have and if I wanted to interpret it to you, I could have made it seem like I said anything.
Could have. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay.
The thing is, though, you said it, so I could never say to you, you never said that. Even if I didn't understand it, I could never say, Gigi, you never said that.
Right. That
is that not true?
No, because you don't know what I said.
But did you say something?
Okay.
Did you say something?
Yes, Greg. I could ask you for $5.
That's what I'm saying. And I could, just because I didn't understand you said that, I could never say to you, but that's not what you said. But you did, didn't you? Didn't that's what you said something. I don't see how this not connecting for you.
I just can't wait. Let me just wait for someone else to listen to this episode and they break it down to me. Because right now we're not clicking. Right now it's not meshing. Is there anything else like in regards to compromising or sacrificing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh shit. Ooh, what into the shit. My bad, y'all. Nope. All right. Welcome to the end of the show. Thank you for making it to this part of the show. This is New Dialogue. New Dialogue is when we talk about something that we find interesting that we saw this week or whatever. And yeah, would you like to start?
No.
She never starts. Never.
I finish.
Unless it's like really like unless it's there. It's like,
I'll finish.
She don't. All right. So yeah, she does shit like that. My new dialogue is I am totally against mommy makeovers.
I'm sorry for sucking my teeth, and I'm not saying that I'm not against it, but it's just like I know where it's coming from. So, but go ahead.
I didn't know what it was. Like I thought it was just like one thing at a time. I didn't know it was a bunch of surgeries at once. Who the fuck authorizes that?
Wow, you're so angry, guys.
That makes no sense. You know how much blood is in your body that's lost?
He angry, y'all.
That makes no sense. Did you know it was multiple surgeries at once?
It really depends on what you are expecting to be done.
So the from my understanding, the traditional mommy makeover is a boob lift, a butt, a tummy tuck. I think it's just mainly those three things.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Look, Greg, I haven't had a surgery before, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you. I think that's a lot too.
That's what I'm saying. So,
but this is not something that's not a norm. So I don't want it to be on something where just like, oh my God, like don't do it. Like this, it's not something that
don't do
it's. I think that you should love you for you. Like I don't think that you should change anything, but at the same time, it's just, I don't want it to be taken like it was something that she did and it was far fetched. This is something that women have been doing for the past couple of years.
For sure. No, I get that. I'm just saying I never knew what it was. I'm all for getting whatever you want tightened and looking the way you want. That's all on you. Shout out to you. But do it one at a time.
That's still a lot of surgery anyway.
But to do it all at once?
Okay, so I'm gonna put you in perspective. Like I said, I don't agree with it. I do want to get my boobs done one day, but I might not. One thing about a client or anybody that's looking for a service, the only way that they are able to do anything is at the discretion of the doctor. I can tell you what I want, but as the discretion of the doctor decides what they can and cannot do at one time. So I can tell you that I want all these things done, but as a doctor, the person that went to school, did your residency,
you trust them. I get that.
And tells you that these are the things that you can do in this one session or they are able to do for you. Who are you as not the doctor to say, these are the things that I need to do?
And my thing is, who authorized this?
I'm going to look for the first person that did the mommy makeup.
I don't care what who did. I think it's just very unsafe. It sounds unsafe. So, that's my new dialogue. I'm not judging anybody who does it. It's just me against it.
My ear is...
You didn't put the Vaseline on it?
Not today. Ooh.
And her new dialogue is eczema. Thank you. Jesus.
So my new dialogue is for people that have their dads. Love your dad. If he ain't the shit dad, love him from afar. I don't know. I really, really love my dad. But outside of that, I do want to shout out Glow. Again, Conversations with Glow, and that's Conversations G on Twitter, and that's Conversations with the K. She's dope. I just recorded an episode with her with this topic that I just did with Greg. But with us, we definitely had some scenarios, and we definitely had a little back and forth, which I definitely enjoyed, and we shared our, I don't want to say personal experiences, but we definitely had some examples as well. It's not a long episode at all, but definitely tap in. I love her. You're amazing, Glow. And that's what I got. And the dads, I love you, Dad. It's my dad's birthday. Never mind. It's somebody's birthday coming up too. I want to say.
Mr. Rent Money birthday just passed.
Happy birthday, Mr. Rent Money.
Will's birthday coming up. It's mad June birthdays, yo.
If you do want to find Glow, also it's www.convo with the K with glow.com. So shout outs to her. Happy birthday, everybody. My daddy birthday. Father's Day about to come up. Happy Father's Day, Greg. You one of the greatest fathers. I love the men in my life that have children, because they definitely are the best dads that I know. Like, shout out to them. They make me want to just say, I love black men of America. Yeah, they do.
All right.
Oh, it's over. Yes. Just kidding. So sorry. We want to be here with you.
Wow.
I'm hungry now. Greg, you want to let them know how they can find you and how they can find us?
Yes, at Greg Nelson 26 on Instagram and Twitter, because my name is my brand. You can also follow the pod at JustAConvo_pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Hit us up.
Awesome. My amazing individuals. You can find me on Twitter at GCarly7, and that's GQAR.
Off of your neck hurt?
Greg, you just got off a flight. Your body is probably just adjusting to the altitude things.
That shit hurt.
Can I close this out? You can find me, my amazing individuals, on Twitter at GCarly7, and that's GQARLY and the number 7. And if you forgot today, if someone didn't tell you today, if it's your birthday today or this month, happy birthday. Oh, I'm going to be in a wedding this year too. Well, this month. Moving on. Y'all, don't forget to go be great.
Gigi.
Gigi.